Hey, I'm back with another speed puzzling practice video. Today we have got 4 different Clementoni puzzles that have been sitting on my shelves for quite a while. They are all a bit different in difficulty, so let's see how it goes. For the first puzzle I picked Amsterdam. It's a night scene of buildings and canal in Amsterdam. A big part of the puzzle is made up of the light reflections in the water. I'm curious to see how challenging that will be. No surprises here. After flipping the pieces, I started with the sky. It's usually the easiest place to begin, especially since those sky edge pieces are pretty distinctive. Then I moved on the light reflections in the water. It was possible to separate out those pieces and work along the bright lines, although some parts looked quite similar and took a bit of time. Eventually I was left with only the buildings to work on. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. The pieces of the buildings at night all look almost the same. I did manage to spot some differences on the building in the left corner, which helped a bit. But overall, this section was tough and I spent a lot of time here. And it was done. Of course, I had one piece missing, which can happen with the second-hand puzzles. But in this case, it was my mistake. I left the piece in the bag. I'm not entirely satisfied with my time on this one. I definitely feel like I could have done better. Let's see if I can improve with the next puzzles. For the second attempt, I have got a brand new puzzle called Lighting Venice. Another beautiful view of Venice, which is a very popular puzzle image in general. This one has large sections of sky and water. Let's find out how tricky it will be. I wasn't sure if I should repeat myself about the strategy, but I decided to start with the sky again. Especially since the puzzle is vertically oriented, it is better to start from the top, so you don't have to keep reaching up later. This sky was a bit challenging though. Some of the water pieces could easily be mistaken for the sky pieces, and the sky itself didn't have gradient. Only the lighter sunset area stood out, so it took me longer than expected. Then I completed the frame and naturally moved on the water section. That part was much easier since I had only water pieces left, and there was a slight gradient to guide me. It went super fast. The buildings were also pretty distinctive, so no surprises there. Last piece and done. What a beautiful picture. I think it was a good run. I did get a little stuck with the sky in the beginning, but overall I'm happy with my time. Now let's move on the real challenge. I have a puzzle called Cat and Bunny, and it's very clear this is a tough one to speedrun. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have picked this puzzle myself, but I saw it being used in online competition and I thought it would be fun to compare my time. For this one, my strategy was simple. Focus on the easiest parts first. I started with the frame and the floor pieces. Next, the lines on the wooden wall in the background stood out a bit. It wasn't exactly easy to work on, but it was better than nothing. Surprisingly, I finished the background first. It wasn't as bad as I expected. I could see the slight difference between the pieces, which really helped. My original plan was to puzzle for about an hour and a half and then take a break, since that's typically the time limit in competitions. But things were going pretty well, and I decided to keep going. At that point, I only had the cat and bunny left. And I know I'm not great with animal fur, but the finish line was close. Sweet, good time. I am happy with my result. In that online competition I mentioned earlier, the best time was 1 hour and 13 minutes, which is insanely fast. But other competitors took longer and my time wouldn't have been too bad actually. I'm satisfied. And honestly, it is important to tackle these kinds of tough puzzles from time to time because you never know what you will get in a competition. For the final puzzle, I saved probably the easiest one of the four. It's called To the Moon. It looks like a really fun puzzle and I couldn't wait to start. Let's go! This time I decided on slightly different strategy. While flipping the pieces, I sorted not only the edge pieces, but also the pieces for the sky and the window, since I plan to start with that section. Flipping took a bit longer, but overall it probably balanced out in total time. After completing the window section, I wasn't sure what to do next, so as always when I'm stuck, I went to the edge pieces and finished the frame. After that, I didn't see any big, distinctive sections to work on, so I just started picking up pieces and assembling them wherever they fit. Piece by piece, the full image came to life. It was a super satisfying assembly, and the time wasn't bad either. But that was expected since the puzzle was clearly easier than the others. I'm happy with this practice session. I tried different types of puzzles, saw small improvements, and I am hopeful that these practice runs will help me get even better. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!